Alright! Looks like we have another Inquisitorius type character coming out. This time it's ninth sister instead of second sister. Couple things. This is rapid progression, so I'm wondering if there's going to be something coming out that needs these. Kind of like they did rapid succession with the characters for Starkiller. Wonder if there's something coming up. Or if they're just throwing these guys, girls, I guess, out there just to make a squad so that the Inquisitorius tag isn't kind of useless. Before we get going, this is, as that movie would say, that's a huge bitch! What was that? Deuce Bigalow? She husky! How many fingers does she got? Only 4? 3 fingers on the thumb? Is she a tank? She's gotta be a tank, right? Yeah, it better be a tank. This is also a leader? I don't usually think of tanks as leaders. Then again, I guess they can be. General Kenobi, he's a tank. I just think of tanks as something big, though. They're to take the hits and deal hits. Although tanks in this game are usually kind of weak. I mean, look at Royal Guard. Very weak his attack. I'm pretty sure Jedi Knight Guardian's a tank. Very weak. Stormtrooper Han, pretty weak. Anyway, though, let's get into it. Developer insights. Hey guys, the ninth sister, formerly a Jedi known as Masana Tide, is coming to the holotables to reinforce the Inquisitorius. Below, we take a dive into the developer's motivations and inspirations while creating the kit for this fan-favorite Jedi Fallen Order character. The basics. Ninth sister will interact with Purge in both an active and passive capacity. Her 2 easy basic and not worth my time special abilities work actively. What? What does that mean? Work actively? Special abilities work actively. What does that mean? Whatever. Her Can't Stop the Empire leader and ground pound special abilities work passively. More on these below. Okay. Ninth sister is very much a tank unit. She works well with Empire units such as Mara Jade for now, but will work best with Inquisitor units in the future. Yep, that's kind of a given. I would imagine all the Inquisitors will work best with one another. We just don't have enough yet. Anyways, her abilities focus on making hers and her squad more durable. Ninth sister's kit also has a build and spend component, which will see her gaining power over the course of battle in order to cash in for some big swings in momentum. Okay. Unique attributes. Ninth sister applies Purge via her basic ability, double attacks on Jedi enemies. That's cool, I guess. Under her leader ability, when Jedi enemies gain turn meter, they also have a chance to gain Purge. Okay, that's decent. Ninth sister uses Purge to apply damage over time to enemies and heal over time to herself, via her Not Worth My Time special ability. She also has an area of effect in her ground pound special. That makes sense. Makes me think of Saints Row 4. When you get the abilities and you have that one that he punches the ground. As well as defense stacking depending on number of enemies. If she is in the leader slot, ninth sister's team can gain immunity to speed limiting effects. Cool. Inspiration. The inspiration for Ninth Sister's abilities are taken from her appearance in Jedi Fallen Order, more specifically from her fight with Cal Kestis on Kashyyyk. Looking for Chewie? The ability names were also taken primarily from her appearance in JFO, Jedi Fallen Order. Visually, Ninth Sister's fighting style doesn't feel as fast or as graceful as Second Sister's. Makes sense, she is a lot bigger, so she's going to be, a little slower. She's a tank, not an attacker. I think that's what the other one was attacker, right? But she still had some unique moves that we really wanted to highlight in her abilities. She's ruthless and brutal, but her control is astounding. Getting to know Ninth Sister through her comic book appearances and her lore really made her out to be an individual who has suffered a significant amount of loss, both physically in terms of her limbs and mentally/emotionally, in regards to her separation from the Jedi Order, but who channels that loss in a way that she feels makes herself stronger. She's the epitome of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Both in terms of the loss of her limbs. It must be her legs, because the picture up here, she clearly has her own hands and stuff, so it's gotta be her legs. Huh. She actually has problems with being separated from the Jedi. I feel like most Sith or defectors from the Jedi don't really care. Like, they just leave and they're like, yeah, whatever, F you. Like, I feel like Vader was always conflicted, but the only reason he kind of turned good was because of his son. If it wasn't for Luke, he wouldn't have looked back. Anyway, overall, her kit design plays heavily into the idea that Ninth Sister was an almost unstoppable force, and the ways that she interacts with the Purge mechanic further her and her team's ability to survive and complete their mission. To purge the galaxy of Jedi scum. Strategy tips. Ninth Sister is an Inquisitorious tank. Use her accordingly. The speed limiting immunity provided by her leader ability makes her strong against Jedi Knight Luke teams. I was wondering about that. I was thinking, because it said you get all these bonuses from Jedi and such, and I was thinking, I don't know why in my head I went straight to Jedi Master Luke, and he's a GL. Obviously, nothing can take on GLs besides GLs. Okay, obviously that's also wrong, but it's very hard to find those type of teams that can take on a GL when they're non-GL. But anyways, yeah, I totally forgot about this. Jedi Knight Luke. I always find him to be such a pain in the butt. So I wonder if there's a solid counter to that now with the Inquisitorious team once it comes out fully. Anyhow, Ninth Sister's Territory Wars focused Omicron ability will make Inquisitors stronger via their immunity to ability block and stun. Territory Wars. That's dumb. Come on, the best ones are Grand Arena or Territory Battles, not War. Nobody cares about War. Eventually, Ninth Sister will have a home as part of a dedicated Inquisitorious squad. For now, try Mara Jade, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and Second Sister. Instead of focusing the Purge effect, well, anyhow, before we get onto that, apparently they're telling us that they actually are going to make a 5-team Inquisitorious squad, so that's cool. It's not going to be like a half a team like Tuskens are. There's only 3. Anyhow, back to this. Instead of focusing the Purge effect on a single target, try to apply Purge to as many opponents as possible. This will allow Ninth Sister to capitalize on her stacking defense bonuses that she receives via her ground pound special ability. Cool. Fact. Who is Ninth Sister? Well, she's Inquisitor, formerly known as Masana Tide. Pretty sure we already read that. She's done missions for the Inquisitorious alongside Darth Vader, and most famously, Second Sister in their pursuit of Cal Kestis in Jedi Fallen Order. Has the functionality of Jedi Knight Luke's speed limiting ability changed? Or is that the Ninth Sister's leader ability mitigates the speed chain limiting? We did not change the way Luke's speed limiting works. However, we're updating the description to his speed limiting ability only to make it more consistent with what it's already doing. We are not changing the functionality of this ability. Does Ninth Sister have a legacy tier on her marquee? Yes, players will need both Ninth Sister and Second Sister at 5 stars in order to participate in her legacy tier. Why would that even be a question? Obviously there's a legacy tier. They're going to do that forever now because it requires them to make some money in order to get your characters to 5-star. Duh. Oh, and there's an update. This post has been edited to state Jedi Knight Luke rather than Jedi Master Luke in the strategy section. Well, ain't that something? They got Jedi Master Luke on the mind as well. Anyhow, this big Brutus. Yeah, that is the developer insights on her. So be sure to stick around for the kit reveal, because that is always the fun or better video. And until then, I said see you.